Hey, Kat. I'm a sip of my lemon water here. How you doing? Oh my God, I have too many bracelets on. They're gonna get in my way. Oh, we'll see. So, how you doing this morning? I don't know. Kathy wasn't on yesterday, so hope she's okay. Let's see. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Mama Four. I enjoyed seeing your coloring page there, Debbie. I'm trying to fix these up so they're not in my way. I might have to take some off. They get in my way. Hi, Arlene, Dawn, Mary, Angie, Brooke with an E. Good morning, everybody. Let's see. Yeah, I'll catch her. Is it Arlene? So yeah, I got my pan pastels are kind of putting a shadow on here. Let's move them over a little bit. There we go. Till we get started. So yeah, I cut out all the pages out of the book, out of both books, this one and this one, and I have a couple pictures picked. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me I got these two picked out. What do y'all think? Hi, Laverne, Linda, Yvonne, Belinda. Let's see. Who else am I missing? So, good morning, everybody. There's Janet. Hi, Janet. Hope you're doing well. Did you get your errands run yesterday, Janet? Ready for your company tomorrow? Hi, Vale. I was going to text you, Janet, tell you where I was in the book, but I said she's probably running errands. So, hi, View. Missy. Trying to catch everybody. Ruth. Ruth, if you want to send me links or anything, you have to do it on Instagram messages, not Facebook messages. I'm sorry. I thought I told y'all that. I thought I told you that. I don't do Facebook messages. I mean, I have it, but I don't. There's too much hacking, so I don't do Facebook messages. But if you message me on IG messages, I don't know how much safer that is, but yeah. So message me on Instagram messages. Let's see. So how to view. View, what are you calling? I saw you were on last night, but I didn't make it over there, View. So I'm not sure what you're coloring. Let's see. Uh, so yeah, hope everybody's having a good, wonderful Wednesday. Lisa W. Sada Missy, Katie, Kathleen. I just spent a couple minutes saying good morning to everybody. Get my voice going with my lemon water, and I got a banana. Aw, Mary. Thank you, Mary. I'm gonna have to send you a sticker. I gotta make another batch of red panda stickers. Thank you, Mary. I'll send you a red panda sticker. Thank you. I appreciate it. Um, keep my little notes over here. I was organizing some more of my Society of Idea Collector and other notebooks, and I got notes everywhere. I try to keep them organized, but I have different ones for different purposes. Oh, you got your sticker, Missy? Yeah, okay, good. That was quick. So anyway, I came across this is from a quote from out of Africa, and I want to do some kind of a disc or a collage art journal page in the red journal or a disc based off of this quote. I really love this quote. Be careful when the old okay, let me get it right now. And it's talking about map makers. And it's from the movie out of or the book out of Africa. Be careful when the old is it maker? Yeah, okay. Be careful when the old makers oh, I forgot the comma. Hang on. I have to, comma it. Be careful. There we go. Be careful. When the old makers got to the edge of the world, they used to write, Beyond this place, there be dragons. So I'm gonna do a disc based on that with maps, map theme, and I don't know if I'll put the quote actually in the piece or if I'll just put it on the back. But I love that. Let me say it again now if I can try to say it right. Put the commas in there. Be careful, comma. When the old makers got to the edge of the world, they used to write, beyond this place there be dragons. So I love that. I know, right? Isn't that going to be a good disc or collage wherever I put one? So yeah, hi Angie. Who else am I missing here? There be dragons. All right, let me get a bite of banana. Get my voice uncrackling. Hi, Christina. Let's see. Mm, good banana. That will be very. I know, right, Val? I know. Okay, so I got my pan pastel accoutrement, and I got out my. Here's my. This is my bowl or my basket of pan pastel equipment. I'll put that on the floor because I think I pulled everything I need for right now. I think the little tips might be okay. Let's see. That one probably will need a new one here shortly. Let me get out another pointy one. The pointy ones go pretty quick, so but the other ones last, and then you get little packs of them for not very much money. Thanks again, Mary. Very, very sweet. Let's see. Scrolling. Try to catch everybody. Riri. Hi, Riri. You don't know how. Okay. All right. Well, get better, Angie. You need some rest. Mary's in the balcony. Okay, Mary. Balcony away. Okay. So anyway, what do y'all think? Y'all like these two? Which one would y'all rather see me do? The man. Somebody said last on Monday when I was showing these books that they wanted me to do. Now all this is on Amazon paper. It's thinner than it's very thin. And Tina, by the way, probably won't be here today. She's it's been very busy and she needs some rest. She's been taking care of a lot of things. So she did text me this morning. You like the old guy, Janet? All right, love the man. Okay, we'll start with him then. And so this is out of Friendly Faces by Zen Doodles Publishing. That's this one. I showed these both on Monday. And then this one, and I cut them all out. I just cut them all out so I have them handy. Because when I work on them, I cut them out when I work on them. And then I trim them down. I'm going to trim them down and I mount them on black cardstock. This one is Humans by Tori B. Carter. And CK Chris Kalu enabled me on this one. But when I went and looked at this one, I found this one. So I got both of them. This guy's out of Friendly Faces. I do like the variety of the people in this one. They're all kinds of nationalities. So I do like this one. All right. So let's see. Let me get under here and get a piece of cardstock to put him on. And we're going to do some pan pastels. All right, let me move this out of the way for now. We need to see him again. And I got another project that I saw. Well, I won't tell you. I'll wait till next week. We'll do that next week. I'll surprise y'all with something different. We'll do that next week. All right, let's see. Okay. Oh, well, good, Angie. That's good. Hi, Asa in Sweden. All right, put it in caps, guys, if you're talking to me. Can you tell Miss Barbara Chicken Pop? Can you tell? Oh, yes, I can tell. Let me click on. Yeah, she emailed me maybe a week ago and said she was going to be gone. And when she's gone, she's usually gone about 2 weeks. I don't know where she goes or what she does. And if she doesn't tell me, I don't, inquire. But she does let me know when usually when she's going to be gone for a couple of weeks. And so let me put my little strings up under there so they're not in my way. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. I did pull, this tray's got most of my flesh tones. I mean, let me show you all the trays I have. I do have the new set of, I think it's 53 or 58 here some months ago. And so I have these, you can tell when they're brand new and when they're not. So I have all the colors that they might have come out with a couple other new colors since the 53 or 58. I don't remember what it was, a few months ago, and I did get the new colors. But but I do use these when I do portraits along with color pencils. So, but this is the tray that we'll probably use the most flesh tones, especially with this old guy here. So we'll see. And yeah, she is easy to miss. We love it when she's here and singing her little songs. So I did pull a whole bunch of different references off of Pinterest of different skin tones and nationalities because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. So I do have a whole bunch in my pictures here just so I can get skin tones and things like that. So if you're going to do different, especially different nationalities, look them up on Pinterest or wherever you get Pinterest just has, like, if you put in uh, different nationalities of faces to draw or paint, and if you want them in color, different nationalities of faces to paint, then you'll get people's faces to get the skin tones from. There we go. Thank you, Kat. It was 53 expansion pack. I had to wait a couple months to get that. It was like back ordered. It was, yeah, it was a hard one that was a hard one to get. Oh, I just turned my iPad off. Hang on. It was a hard one well, it wasn't hard to get. It was back ordered. So I had to wait a couple months, but it finally came in and I was so glad it did. Okay, let's see. Lucretia. Who else? So if I miss you, I'm going to be over here doing this now. So if I miss you, it's not, let me see, maybe I should zoom in even more. Let's see. Is that good there? Is that too close? That looks pretty good. And I haven't picked out the colors yet. I just have the whole set of different skin tones over here. But let's see here. Let's get he looks like he's kind of, I don't want to say he looks homeless, but he looks like he has this old jacket on. Maybe he is, but he looks like he's, an old vet maybe, or, I don't know. So I'm going to pick some colors here. And let's see. I need something a little more and maybe a little bit more. No, not pink yet. That might be pink enough. Maybe a little bit of oranger color, this color. And then let's see. This is a little too, maybe it might be too red, but let's pick these colors to start. And I think you can see them there, but I'm going to put them on the, yeah, I'm going to have to move because my arm is right here. And I don't like going over back and forth. So I'm just going to have to move them up a little out of my way. So we can either see the face or I'll try to pull the colors forward. And what I do is I have all my little, have my little tools. The soft, SOFFT, soft tools by Pastel. They are a sponge material. It's not like a makeup sponge. I mean, people say, well, I'll just use a makeup sponge. Well, it's not the same. It really isn't. It almost feels oily to the touch. It's not oily, but it almost feels like it has, that. And I use these sponges. I use them as palettes. I've continuously asked. I used to ask Bernadette, who used to own Pastel and sold it to Golden. And I've told Golden multiple times. I've messaged him, texted him, email. Golden, please make some of these about this big for a palette, because this is what I use for a palette. I mix on these. So far, they haven't done it, but I haven't, I've not given up hope. And then I'll get a couple of baby wipes out here to keep my hands clean. Okay, to keep my hands clean. I don't wash these out. I just clean them. I wear them out before I need to wash them. I just clean them off on a paper towel, and even though they look stained, as long as you can wipe it and nothing comes off on the paper towel, then you're this one. I need to let me go ahead and change this out. Let me go ahead and because it's starting to rip. And you can put this on carefully because it will tear if you're not careful. But you can use both sides. When one side starts to get worn, you can take it off and turn it over and use the other side. So there we go. It's the smallest one. And then there's different little tools like this that just pop out and you put them in. And again, this is not makeup sponge stuff. Yeah, thank you, Kat. Thank you. The other things that I use are a kneaded eraser. This will get rid of, and that's one of the nice things about pan pastels. You can erase them until you spray them. And I'll show you the spray I use here in a little bit because I'll have to go outside on the porch to spray. Um, so you can erase with the kneaded eraser if you get somewhere you don't want, and or you can use these kind here. And I have different ones, different sizes. I have a little one, and they come in all different brands. But and you just replace the little eraser there, and it's spinning. I don't know if you can see that, but anyway, to erase. Okay, I'm trying to think of anything else. If you have questions, just put it in caps, and I'll try to answer your questions about pan pastels. I'd use my pan pastels for portraits along with color pencil. Like when we get in the eyes and the details, I use color pencils for that. So, do y'all have any questions yet? Probably not. I do have a pan pastel playlist, and I also put it in my color book playlist, so it should be in two different places. So, hi, Judio. Uh, okay, so let's see what we can do here. I'm going to think that and I probably should get out maybe this kind of a yellow kind of color. I'm thinking that his beard and his hair are going to be kind of like dishwater dirty. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm imagining. Let's see. Do I need another? Is that one better? No, I think that one's. Look over here at my yellows. Do I need another? I think maybe this gold color. Okay. Um, so let's see here what we can do. Oh, thank you, Kat. All right, so let's see what we're going to do. I'm just going to start with the base. Let's just base coat him maybe with a peach color. Or do I want to even lighter? Or do I want to mix those two maybe? So let's see. Right there, that looks kind of good. All right, so I'm going to start with the bigger of the tools, not the pointy one. And I'm going to put down some of that. And I can tell you the colors. Let me go ahead and tell you a few things. One is because I'm talking, I have to be extra careful not to accidentally, spray. I don't want to say spit. I don't, you don't ever deliberately spit when you're talking, but when you're talking a lot and fast, you do not want to get this anywhere near any spit or any water. Because if you do and you go over it with your pan pastel, it will leave a mark and you cannot get rid of that mark. It will not go away. You'll have to make it a freckle or something. So you have to be careful not to do that. I also just do my blending. I want it this pretty light to start with. So I'm just going to start with maybe that color right there just to get a base on his face, a base on the face. So let's get it a little lighter. All right, just to get a nice base on here. So, like I said, if you have any questions, put it in caps. Hi, Leona. How's it been? I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're well. Janet, I missed it if you said if you went to got all your errands and what is it? There's looks like his ears. That is part of his he may have big ears, maybe. Did you get all your errands done, Janet, and get pick up your new glasses? So I didn't talk to Janet yesterday, so just seeing how she's doing there. She's got her son's coming in tomorrow. Last I heard, anyway. And are you okay with the weather? I saw that you had some rough weather in your area on the Weather Channel. So there we go. I'm trying to see. Yep, got my glasses. Spent a ton of money again. Okay. Hi, Rainbow Griffin. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. View said he has on his ear from seagull bite. Oh my gosh. Seagull bite. So you think he's living on the beach? See a beach bum? Is that what you're saying, View? All right. So now I'm just going to take my tool here and I'm going to come over here, which I can't get it all. I can either be close here or you can see everything on my desk and you can't be close. So I'm going to come over here. Let's just go ahead and wipe this off. Okay. And then let's see. I think I want kind of a yellow, like his, I don't know, maybe he's, his blonde hair, his um, let's see, let me get a little bit of this gold color, or maybe a little bit of this. There we go. His blonde hair has turned not quite white, but kind of a yellow color. It's crappy outside. You might want to bring it. Oh, not bring it up. Oh, okay. All right. So I just want to put a little bit of this in here because most of it's probably I'm going to put some gray in there and, but let's just get a little bit of color in the hair. It's like a dishwater blonde color, That's kind of what I'm imagining him. And just get a little bit of that in there. Maybe his jacket will be like a gray, a faded blue gray. So, see, it's already starting to come together. All right. And anything you get anywhere else, look, let me show you. See, I got some there. You can take your kneaded eraser or any eraser and erase. Now, when you erase, don't go like this to brush off there's not really any crumbs with the kneaded eraser. Whoop, I don't want to bend it either. But I am gonna cut this down along the black line and I'm going to mount it on black cardstock. But I did not mean to get a dent in there, but it's okay. All right. Hi Dot. This is a good view. Okay. All right, so let's see. Now I did not pull any, there's a gray here, but I really want maybe a little bit some more blue. Let me come back over here to my colors. And let's see, maybe that kind of blue right there. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say. If people ask me what colors I'm using, I have to be careful not to take this and turn it over and read the color on the bottom because then I'll get it over everything. But I can take it over, I can take it over here and just put something over and turn it over, or I can hold it up over my head. This is Payne's Gray. And this one is Payne's Gray Tint. Okay, so there's my two Payne's Gray. All right, so now I'm going to get another. See, I use the different sides for, blending like a palette. All right, so let's go ahead and get a little bit of the Payne's Gray, and let's just put some in here. Let's just put some in some of the shadows here. I'm just picking it up off the little palette. Janet, have you read any more in the book? Janet and I are reading that mystery and trying to solve the mystery. Got to be careful when you blow off any dust. You don't want to spit. No spittle. I got a little white t-shirt there. Okay, let's get a little more here. And again, I'll get in here with pencil for details, tiny details and things like that. So let's just go ahead and then I'll get a little bit of the lighter. Lighter blue. And I need maybe some white. Where's my white? Here it is. All right, so let's do that. Get all the way down to the edge here. Again, I'm going to cut this down along the black outline that you see and put it on black cardstock. All right, so now let's see. I mean, every now and then I clean my hands off on a baby wipe just so I'm not, so it's clean hands. You're still at chapter 17. I think that's where I am. I think I'm up to 17 as well. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him Payne's Gray blue eyes. And again, I'll go back in here with pencil. All right, so let's see here. Clean off my gray there and go back to the skin tone and a little bit of the yellow just to get maybe his little bit of more eyebrows showing up there. They don't show too much, but all right, so there we go. I know it's hard to see, but it's pale, to start with. Put it in caps, guys, if you're talking to me, okay? All right, so let's see. Clean off the brush. And I'll put just a little tint of color on his teeth. Not much, just, All right, so let's see. What do I want to do next? I think I want to get in with some, let's go with a little bit of more brown and the tan color or the peachy tan color. I'm just going to kind of lay it down there so I have room to shade. Okay, so I'm going to start coming in here in the wrinkles and around the edge. Let's move this over here. So what are y'all working on today? Anything? Y'all working on any projects? I think next week I want to get out some St. Patrick's Day ephemera and maybe make some postcards. And but I do have a project I want to do. I thought about telling y'all about it today, but I think I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and tell y'all. So y'all will be anticipating something a little different. And I did see it on Instagram, and I'll give credit to the person I saw it next week. And that ear there, I think it needs to be a little darker right along in here. Under the face there, a little bit darker up in here. So I'm just kind of taking my time and getting it blocked in. And when I take a break, I'll show y'all the book again, or the books that I showed on Monday. I deconstruct them and took them all apart, so they're easy just to flip through and pick out. Thanks, Ellen, and hi, Shelley. He traveled with several bands. There you go, View. Yeah, traveled with several bands. View's got a whole story going for my guy here. I like that View. I did see that. What do you call it? Oh, I can't think of now. Uh, well, I'll remember it in a minute. I was thinking about what View said, so it slipped my mind. Oh my goodness! All right, so I'm just putting a little bit shadow up under his beard there and into his neck. Might be a little dark. Let's put a little. Let's lighten that up just a little. Let's see. He's a roadie. Yeah, there you go, Cat. He might clean up real nice. He might, yeah. So they're funny. Okay, let's see here. All right, I like that so far. All right, now I want to pick out just some of the darks, like probably right along here. Inside his ear is going to be darker. Right along that hair there that's kind of flipped over. It's going to have a nice shadow under there. And some of the wrinkles around his eyes, which they're kind of tiny, so I really need to do some of that with the what do you call it, pencil. But I'll get a few shadows in here. But pan pastels are fun, and they're not cheap, but then they run about one pan pastel cost about the same as one um, Copic Copic sketch marker. So, and you don't have to buy them all at once. You don't have to buy full on sets. You can buy them one or two, or a few at a time, just like you can Copics. I'll make sure his cheeks stay pretty light there. So, I would recommend, if you think you're going to want to get some pan pastels for coloring, is to get a small skin set, just to see if you're going to like doing pan pastels, because you don't want to buy a bunch of them and you're not going to like them. You know what I mean? Do you paint on much? Do you paint on much pastel so the drawn line doesn't show? Um, yeah, I mean, can you see I'm trying to shadow it in so you don't see the lines that much? But they're going to show in a color book page. Now, when I do portraits, let me see if I can pull something real quick. You're not going to see any lines in my portraits. Let me see. Let me find something here. Hang on. Let me see which one of these portfolios. I got some. That's not it. Hang on. Let me come down here and see where I can dig out some small pictures. Those are my Inktober's. Let's see here. Where are they? This one, maybe. Where's my portfolios? Here we go. All right. Get a couple different ones here. All right. these are mostly upstairs back and forth today. So you're going to hear the door opening and closing. Let's see here. I'm going to try to find some that are, well, it's combo pan pastels and pencil. Okay. And some acrylic paint. Okay. So like, see, you're not going to see, this is Robert Mitchell. Let me back up. Hang on. I got to back up because it's going to be way too close. Some of my fan art here. And they're in sleeves, so it's going to have a shine to them. Let's see if I can fix this. Hang on. Let me find something. Okay, here's some Spock fan art. Here's Nichelle Nichols. I got some more fan art in here. Hang on. Here's from Walking Dead guys here. Now, when I show you color book pictures from that I've used with pan pastels, here's Doc from when I color in color books, you know, I do try to cover up the lines, but you can still see some, you know, because the lines are so dark most of the time. The lines are so dark in color books that, you know. Okay, then here's some different ones that I've done. I don't know if y'all ever, and I've told y'all, most of y'all have been around for a while, you know what Sketchy is. And I think Sketchy is still around. Y'all need to look and see if you want to learn to or practice drawing faces. What it is I think it's still around. And y'all let me know if you know. So what it is that people post photos of their faces. And you draw them. They post them for you to draw. And then after you draw them, you upload them over the top of their face. I mean, it's not transparent or translucent or anything. You just upload them so that people can scan through and see people that have drawn that face. And so a lot of these are sketchy faces. So I'll flip through this real quick. Let's see. I can't do it on top here. So sketchy faces, and and it is a little flashed out. They're a little bit darker. Maybe I should let me fix the color. Hang on. Once I get the color fixed for one thing, and that's probably better for that anyway. That's a better color. There we go. So and he only posted half of his face. So I know you can't see it here, but her selfie stick is reflected in her eyes there. So these are all sketchy from my sketchy days of drawing from Sketchy. There's what do you call it? Pack or Die. Now these go this way. These are bigger ones. I'm trying to keep the glare. But... There we go. I drew her when I was on jury duty. Yaya Han, the cosplayer. So yeah. So there's some how I do my portraits. You don't see the lines, is what I'm saying. But then, hang on, let me see here. Since we're doing let's see if I can. Let me get my color book binder again, so you can see some pan pastel. I got to move this because I'm going to ruin it if I keep putting stuff on top of it. Let's just move it out of the way. Okay. So in my binder here, I'll flip through this real quick. Oh, got to back it up. Hang on. Trying to do too many things at once. All right. All right. So I'll tell you, these are all in process here. I've got these in process with different things. Well, not that one, but these top ones here. These are in process. So they're just either base coated. This one I've still got a little bit more detail to do, but see the pearls on this one? I love doing liquid pearls and glitter and stuff like that. But you see how you can still look how her lips. You see the black line of her lip. It's when you use a color book, when you do a color book page, see the lines, see the nose lines, the lip line. You can see the black lines. You're going to see the black lines. Thank you, Brooke. You remember Sketchy Dot? So, unless you paint it out, which, you're kind of defeating the color book purpose when you do that. But this one was called Scratchy Sweater. So I try to make it scratchy. But, so I cut them out and I mount them on black cardstock. These haven't been filed in the book yet. These I did at Christmas. Here's one with gold, liquid pearls in gold. So this one has a bunch of stickles on it. And these are posted on my Instagram. Stencils in the background. I think this one's ink, but I do pan pastels like this too. Ink and or pan pastels. There's a little bit of glitter in that one. Some liquid pearls around her face. Liquid pearls in her dress. And then stencil. And then I'll just flip through. I'm not going to, the names of all, I didn't put the names on these yet because I know these are kind of new. But I try to remember to put the name of the color book on the back of the page so that I can remember. And now they're in sleeves, so it's going to flash and glare a little bit. But I'll do a quick flip here. This is all painted black background with acrylic paint and then pencil gone over the top of it. So and just do a quick flip. Here's one that I copied. I don't very rarely copy one onto Tone Tan, but all my portraits are done on Tone Tan. If you notice that, when I showed you all the portraits, they're all done on Tone Tan paper. A couple were on gray, but most all of them are done on Tone Tan paper. That's what I do my commissions and my portraits on Tone Tan paper. So this dragon, I copied it on Tone Tan paper and just used white to do the whole thing. So I'll just flip through. Don't. Nah, I don't. That won't happen. There's always going to be people better than you, and you don't. If you, and I've said this many times in lots of different situations. If you wait till you think you're good enough or better than somebody else, you're never going to post anything. And then you don't want to think that you're better than somebody else. You may have practiced a lot longer than other people, but you don't get a big head when you know how hard you've worked to get where you are. So anyway, but these are all my pages. Well, not all of them. The big ones, my Serenes, are in a bigger portfolio. They don't fit in here. So then these are some whips here, some works in progress. So same for that one. See, I put the names on the backs of them. And so, yeah. And she was not a vampire. Some of these that have fangs, they didn't have fangs in the piece. I gave them fangs. So like those. And a lot of these have jewels and liquid pearls, like this one right here. This one has a lot of, see, can you see all the liquid pearls on that one? There we go. A lot of liquid pearls. And then this is all paint. Background's paint. The mist is all paint. It's just like when I put on my collage, when I mist things with paint. That's all paint. And you gotta, if you do that, you do it at the very end after you're done with everything else, and then you take. I showed you how to put it in a baby. Put the paint in your hand and rub a baby wipe in it, and then you use a baby wipe to paint the mist. But there's no going back. You're going over color pencil and pastel and thing. If you do a swoosh of paint over something, that's there. It ain't going away. So you have to be brave. Uh, stencil background, stenciled her up to have like mermaid skin, and she has a lot of gold in her. Stencil. Then these are my what's her name? What is her name? See, I try when I'm flipping through, I'm thinking of all the different artists, and it's hard for me to remember all the artists. I haven't done Jasmine Beckett Griffith. These are my Jasmine Beckett Griffith ones here. So so see, this has got color pencil done on top of the, what do you call it, a black painted background. Here's an ombre background. This one's got stickles on the cupcakes there. You can see it a little bit. I don't want to have to take them all out. This one's got stickles on her body there. And I gave her braids. She didn't have braids. I gave her braids. And this was, I'm pretty sure this was all pastel with pencil added in. Same for him. This one, the next, these three are the first, I think, first three I did all pastel, pan pastel, and then, what do you call it? And pencil, these three right here. So that's all pan pastel with pencil detail. These are some of the, not the books that I'm doing today, but something similar, grayscale faces. And that's what these are, grayscale faces. Done it probably again, either pan pastel or Copics, or, you know, and of course there's always pencil added. That one too. This is from a, I forget what it's called, Women of Color something. I forget the name of the book. It was kind of like an Amazon book, and they had a whole bunch of women of color. And then here's one with pan pastel. I mean, liquid pearls. You can see the liquid pearls there. Lots of liquid pearls on this one. Can you see all the liquid? Let me just take one out so you can see some liquid pearls. Here's one. This one's got a lot of, see the liquid pearls? But if you do a liquid pearl or any kind of stickles or glitter, see, I cut these out and put them in sleeves. If you leave them in your book, you're going to have a hard time coloring. You're going to have to put about 2 or 3 sheets of cardstock between your pages to do the next page, because it's going to be a lumpy, bumpy page. You know what I mean? I love those Asian ladies. Yeah, the Asian ladies are from Ikuko. It's an Amazon book. I'm pretty sure it's an Amazon book. As a collab with me is in the, you did that as a collab. You not. I see, Kay. So yeah, and this girl right here, you can't see it here, but that's a real tea bag tag right there. I cut a little slit there, and that's a real tea bag tag there. This one has lots of stickles on her. I'll pull one around. Let's see. And stencil background. And this one came out too. Gold. Lots of gold on that one. Highlights on the glasses. And Troll Girl. Ocean Eyes. That's got silver liquid pearls. And this is a Lana Green. Lana Green. And I made her a vampire with bites in her neck. This one's a work in progress, not finished with that one. And lots of liquid pearls on there. This girl, I turned her into a leopard queen. She didn't have leopard skin. I gave her leopard skin. So yeah, different ones. Lots of stencil, all that stenciled in the background. A monochromatic. Some gnome houses. This is out of the Western book. Hubster did this one, and I did this one. And I think Hubster did this one, and I did that one. And then this is a Starling. This is a comic replication, comic 1930s, 40s comics. And it's a whole book, but I just didn't really get into that much. And then here's some whips. And what else in here? This one was from a Tim Holtz did something in one of the coloring books, and I turned her into she's got a queen crown, and turned her into a queen. And yeah, so there's just different dragons with lots of glitter. Let's see. So yeah, here we go. Here's a couple more. This one has a lot of. Let me pull this one out here. This one's got a lot of glitter on her. So I need to, I'm probably going to have to start another book because this one's getting so full. I can't hardly get any more pages in here. This one's got a lot of liquid pearls. What is that? Oh, I forgot I put these little pieces of glass on here. I go, what is that? Oh yeah, it's glass. Oh, let's see if I can get it out. Come on, there we go. Oh, this is going to be too hard to get out because it's thick. But it's got pieces of glass glued on there to make the mermaid effect. But if I take it out, I'll spend hours trying to get it back in. So anyway, yeah. So these are my 8.5 by 11 pages. Some are A4, A5. I forget what it is. They're a little taller European pages. And so they're a little taller, but then the bigger ones that I have, like here's another one. I got this one to put in here too. Got this one I got done. It's got pearls on her. And this one we did a couple weeks ago. Well, probably a month ago now. So I got that one. And then my larger ones I keep in a bigger, like my Serene and the larger pages. They're in a bigger binder because they're just bigger pages. So like she's not done yet. Will I finish it? I don't know. So let me just kind of show them to you. She's got gold. See the gold flash. Then I got to finish her. There's a monochromatic. See, if I don't finish it, it doesn't bother me. I'll go back to it when I feel like it. These two are done, though. Let's set it down there so you can see them. And these two. She's one of my favorites. I love the colors in her. I really love her. She turned out really good. Well, it just looks better on the still. Hi, Deborah. Anybody else I miss coming in? I think that's it in here. So, anyway, and then of course I have all my pages that I've colored that are in books that I don't cut up, like my Marie Troll and my, the hardback books. I don't cut those up. So I've got tons, probably as many as you saw there. I have that many or more in actual books. Well, I know I have more than there that I've cut out. They're actually in books that I don't cut up. So yeah. All right. So let's get back to him. Let me go ahead and zoom back in. Let's try to get our light fixed and see. Let's see here. There we go. And keep coloring him. Hi, Devin. Who else am I missing? I said I'm Missy. Let's see. Running joy. Thank you. Coming on the balcony to ask a question. Do you always use a palette even when not blending colors? I have a few pen pastels and want to use them. I think it's better now. Like when I was doing some of these real darks, I just picked it right off of the dark brown. But it's really a good habit to get into. You'll get more subtle colors if you blend them out. But you're gonna have to have one of these sponges to do, to blend on. You have to have something to blend on. That's why I keep telling Golden to make a palette, that's probably about like even just this big, like a 5 by, circle or something like that to blend on. And it's just, the same thing when you're doing watercolor. It's best to have, put blend on your palette, not just slap it on directly to your piece. Let's see. Someone said hi from San Antonio. Hi, Bree and Deb. I don't know. It's all running together. Bree. Hi, Bree from San Antonio. We have CB is from. That's not you, is it? CB. Sometimes CB comes in with different names. All right. So let's see here. All right. Let's. What do I want to do next? I think I want to do maybe a little bit. And again, I'm going to get in here with pencil shortly. All right. So let's see. I can see over here. I need to get a little bit. I bent the paper right there. And you can't really unbend the paper. But before you spray it, I'm going to go down outside on the porch and spray it. Before you spray it, make sure that you have anything cleaned off. Now, again, I'm going to cut this down to where the black line is. So if I get outside the lines here, it doesn't matter. It's getting cut off and then mounted on a black cardstock. But if you get any, pastel, any place you don't want it, you want to clean it up before you down and, I go outside to spray it. Bree and Eddie. Okay, Bree and Eddie. Okay. Before you spray it. You want to clean it all up. Hi, Carol, my quiet Carol. All right, let's see real quick. I might just go with this and then go ahead and go in with some pencil. So let's see, maybe a little bit more on the hair up here, though. Let's see here, a little bit more in the yellow, in some of the hairs up here. Let's get a little bit more, few of these here. And of course, again, I'll get in there with color pencil. But I might as well try to get some here. Maybe a little bit of the gray, the blue gray that's in his jacket. I might put a little bit of that in here too. Let's get a little bit more. Again, he's going to have like dirty blonde roadie hair. And we can always add some white Posca highlights and or whatever, everyone's different. Each piece I do is a little different. I do try to get a base down and then go in with, a pencil at the end to tighten it up. All right, so let's see. Let me let me do just a little bit. Let me get a little bit of white with the blue here. Just a little bit. Let's just see here. I might get a couple, a little bit of highlights of some gray in there. I hear my cat in the window next door. So, how many of y'all have pan pastels? Like them, love them, use them, don't use them? How many of y'all? I know a few has pan pastels. I'm not sure how much she likes them. She doesn't use them all the time. You know, she's using other things, but I think she likes them. What about anybody else? How do y'all like your pan pastels? Ellen loves them. Oliver, stop picking on your sister. I hear you hissing at her or her hissing at you. Leave her alone. Devin loves her pan pastel. Well, Devin also does. She does hers. Uses hers on jelly plate. If you want to see how to use pan pastels on a jelly plate, Devin does that. I don't use them on my I mean, I don't use my pan pastels on the jelly plate because most of the time, what I'm doing with my jelly plate is making collage papers to use in collage. But Devin's made some cool pieces with pan pastel on the jelly plate. All right, so I'm just putting a little bit more highlights here and there in the jacket. I think that's showing up. CK goes, no, no pan pasta is too expensive for Mexico. Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But yeah, there and I'm how much are Copics in Mexico? Because here Copics and pan pastels run about the same, $7 or $8 for one pan or one Copic. They might pan pastels might have gone up a little since what do you call it? Golden bought them. Poor Mel, I know, right? She can handle herself. No, I've not ever seen either one of them scratch each other that they've ever bled. So I think they tussle more than anything. Um, let's see. Devin has a playlist for the ones on her jelly plate. There y'all go. So, all right. So I just want to add just a little bit more of the highlights here and there. I'm not rushing through this. I'm just kind of taking my time. All right, let's see. Let's go back to let's just keep with a little bit of the gray here for a little bit more in his shadow in his facial hair. I don't know how much you can see of this because it's pretty light. I'll hold it up here so you can maybe see some of the detail. He needs some kind. He doesn't have much eyebrows showing. Let's give him some eyebrows. We need to give him some eyebrows here. Just a little bit better so you can see him a little bit. And his eyes are blue as well. Let's see. Ellen got her Caran d'Ache pencil too. Okay. I haven't Caran d'Ache pencil two two of them. I'm not sure. Do you mean pencils or Neocolor? I'm not sure what pencils that, or do you mean like what are they called? Are they called, you know, you have to tell, are they called something? Or are they just called Caran d'Ache pencils? I'm not sure about those. Anne makes said, my cats tussle, no blood, but several clumps of. We see a little bit of fur, not too much. That they don't get that. They don't get that. I think they just annoy each other sometimes. After your oh, after buying your pan pastels, you're still eating noodles and bread. You. Oh my gosh. All right. So let me show you what I spray with. And then I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna have to close the door so I don't come in here. Y'all know what happened one time when Malibu got in my red, yellow, and blue pan pastels. It took months because you can't wash it out of white cat fur. It just spreads because these things are so highly pigmented and concentrated. So, but let me show you what I spray with, and then I'm going to go out on the porch. Let's see, where's my spray? Where did I? Oh, it's over here. Okay, so I use the Grumbacher Final Fixative. Now, let me make sure you understand this. You don't have to use Grumbacher, but you do need to make sure you get matte. The Grumbacher Final Fixative Gloss looks just like this, and I've accidentally bought it before. You do not want to spray this with gloss. So you want to make sure it says matte, whatever brand you get. But this is what I use. So I'm going to go out on my front porch and spray this. I'm going to walk my cats out. Let me do a BRB. And yeah, I'll BRB. Give me just a minute. So I usually, when I go out and spray, I will spend a couple minutes out on the porch wafting it to, air it out. But so it does have a smell. It's not too bad. It's not horrible, but it does have a smell. So just be aware. All right, let's see what I'm missing in chat. Let me make sure my hands are clean here. Thank you, Kat. All right, let's see. Said hi to C. Was it CB that had the scent? No, that wasn't CB. CB's from San Antonio. That's why it confused me. Let's see. Oh, Luminance. Yes, I love Luminance pencils too. I don't use them like I have them. I don't use them like I should, but I do like my Luminance pencils. Let's see. Scrolling. If that's what she meant, the Karen Dosh Luminance? Is that what you meant? Okay, so let's see here. I think I'm going to get out my, let me move these on the floor a second. The sets I'm not using. Let's get them off the table so I have some space for some pencils. And let me get out my pencil case here. I'm going to get out my Prismacolor. I do have my Prismacolors in the trays. And I'm going to pull out my Prismacolors that are in the set here. So, and they are organized by color here. My Prismacolors. All right, so let's see what I want to pull. Let's move this out of the way. Let's don't want the cats to get on it if they happen to come in here. All right, so let me pull some colors and we'll do some pencil shading. I'm trying to keep the color true as I can. Yes, they're Loomies. We got the Loomies, the Polys, and the Holbees, and the Prismas. All right, let me move my pastel stuff out of the way here a little bit, sort of, and clean my hands. All right, so let me pull some colors here. Get some flesh tones. I don't need that one. Let's see, what else do I want here? A little bit of peachy color. And let's see, a brown, maybe a sienna. Slate blue and some kind of a gray. Let's see, what one do I want? Maybe this blue and a gray. What gray do I want? Maybe this one. Maybe two grays. Okay. Maybe a little bit of, I don't know if I'm going to need a yellow ochre. Maybe okay, let's see what we got here. All right, I'm going to start with these. And a black and a white, which I can get that out of my tray. Black and white. All right, let's see here. All right, let me see which ones I got to sharpen while we're sitting here. Hi, Tori. So hi to Shelly. Anybody coming in? All right, let's see which ones do I need to sharpen. They're not too bad. This one could use a little sharpen. This one could use a little sharpen. And the gray looks okay. The blue, this one maybe. And then I'll probably need me a pastel. I hope this one's working. And a black. I use Sharpie pen for pupils, nostrils, or like maybe like inside the mouth there where it's going to be really dark. I use a Sharpie pen for those deep blacks. I mean, you could use a pencil too, but some of the things are really tiny, like the pupils. Let's make sure that one's working. Eyelashes. I do that with a Sharpie pen. Okay. All right, let's see. Just a little bit right up under the eye there. And then I'll take a blue, slate blue, blue slate. All right, maybe I need to move in next. I'm going to get into some tiny detail and y'all aren't going to be able to see it. That might work. All right, so I'm going to do some shadow up under his eyelid. Plus the blue of his eye. I'm going to have him have real light blue eyes. Although I'm going to take, what blue is this one? Periwinkle. It needs to be sharpened because right there in the eye is going to have to be real sharp. You want to know what toothpaste he uses as well? He might end up having a little bit of darker teeth at the end of the day. We won't give him too bright of teeth. And then put a little bit of dark blue. He'll have like periwinkle eyes. And then I want to give him a nice, I'll hold it up to y'all in just a second. Give him a little extra highlight. I'll go back in there and make his pupils just a little bit bigger. And I will show the books again. The ones I got this out of, this one and, you know, I'll get them out again so y'all can see them. I flipped through them on Monday, but all right, let's get a little bit back in there. All right, now get some dark brown and let's get some nice shadows right along his hairline. And see, this is where all the details come in. It takes the longest, but you got a nice base to work on top of. And he's very wrinkled, so I am going to kind of really accent those. Can y'all see? Oh, I hate to zoom in too much because I'm going to lose clarity. If I zoom in too much, I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose clarity of. It's going to get pixelated, but I think that looks okay. And I'll try to hold my pencil far back so that it's not in the way of the camera. So hopefully that you can see that. And I can always soften the wrinkles with another color over the top, but they are pretty stark. His wrinkles are pretty prominent and very, pretty stark. So I probably missed some of y'all saying that you like your pan pastels. I do go back and scrub through the chat, make sure that I haven't missed especially any new people coming in. And I do go over there and follow, look at your channel. If you have content and creative content, I'll probably follow you. Those purples and the light sparks are why I like Photoshop. Just blow it up so the eye is easy to color. I don't know what you mean. On a color book page? Oh, you mean when you I'm not sure what you mean. You mean just when you're finished with it? I don't use Photoshop. I do use Procreate to um fix like lines going down the middle of my art journal page or something like that. But I don't do that with my color book pages. They are what they are. I don't Photoshop my color book pages or Procreate my color book pages. Oh, pupils. Why do I'm not sure what you mean. Why you Photoshop them? I'm sorry. I'm not following what you're talking about because I don't put any of my color book pages in Photoshop. So maybe I'm missing something. When you said you fix your pupils in Photoshop, but I don't do that. So I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean, CB. All my portraits and my color book pages there's no Photoshop or anything to them. So I'm gonna get some nice shadows up under the beard and the hair and under his lip here. Hi, Joanne. I'm coloring my drawing. Oh, you colored your drawings in Photoshop. Oh, okay. Okay. need to get in here with some gray and some. No, that's not going to work. Let's see some darker gray here. Get some of his. You can't see his eyebrows. I need to. I want to make his eyebrows more prominent. So I'm just gonna. Can't hardly see him. He's got to have. He's got to have some bushy eyebrows. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern? You can't see him. So I'm going to give him some more eyebrows. Give him some scruffy eyebrows. What do y'all think? Get in there. Let me sharpen my white pencil here. So maybe I'll do a giveaway with a couple pages from the book. The books, because I got 2 books. Two of these, what do you call it? Grayscale Faces books. Let's give him a nice bright cheek here. A little bit on the tip of his nose, his lip. You're not seeing, I'm looking at the camera and you're not seeing the cream color in here. It's not showing up. I don't know what to do about that. I think it's just because I'm so close. When I back out, you might be able to see it. Janet's, he still wears Speedos? You like the scruffy eyebrows, Rainbow? Okay. Yeah, y'all aren't seeing. He looks. You can't see the shades in there. Maybe let me add a little bit of henna in here. Maybe it just needs some more color for y'all to see it because it's not showing up very well. Probably when I turn it under the camera, you'll be able to see it a little better, but. Let me see if I can get the color to. That's a little better. I think it's just a little flashed out. There you go. When I lay it down, the bright from my light hits it. He looks like he just came off a fishing trawler. Yeah, he might have. All right, let's see. Let me get a little bit of shadow in his eyes here. Make his eyes stand out just a little. A couple little extra scruffy hairs here. All right, let's see. Let me get in here with some dark gray. We'll add some white hairs in here too. Need to do a little more in the jacket. Give a contrast to his beard there. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Craft. Oh, that's Juju. Is it Juju? Crafting in the back 40. Is that Juju? Just giving some more shadows here. Can always add more another color over the top. Put it in caps, guys, if you're talking to me. Hi, Jane. I'm going to sip of my water. Okay. Get all those nice little puffy wrinkles in there. Are you naming him View? What is it reminds me of Dr. Marcus Welby. No, Marcus Welby was very, very coiffed, very put together. Marcus Welby would never look like this. Oh my gosh. This guy almost looks like not that he looks like him, but his scruffiness and everything looks like the guy from Jaws. Quinn looks like more like Quinn than Doctor Doctor Welby. Y'all are so funny. Oh, let's get in a few more darks here. Get some more shadows up here in the ear. All right, let's go back over here on this hair. Get some nice little loose little flyaways here. You know what I mean? Like he's standing in the wind. He just needs a Marlboro in his mouth. Right? uh, Give him some little flyaways. Is that enough messy hair? All right, now it's going to need a few highlights. Let's see if I can do it with white pencil. I might have to do it with some Posca. Hi, So. Carrie, how's it going? What did Kat says? Probably had a girl in every port. uh, Oop, I pushed too hard. Let me sharpen my pencil again. Well, didn't sharpen it. Come on, I must have broke it all the way down to the nub. No. Let's have a couple little hairs. It's kind of okay. So I want it to kind of cross over so that it looks more realistic. See those little white hairs like that? Oh, I did it again. Let me get a different white pencil. No, babe, you can't come up here. Oh my gosh. She wants to come up and no. Let me get a different white pencil. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see. Okay. Now the ones in the eyebrows, I might have to get in there with the Posca. That one looks a little too, there we go, too bright. To me, it looks like the type that kept to himself, the strong, silent type. Y'all got your stories for him, don't you? All right, I'm going to get a few bright highlights in here, just a few. I'm picking up wax on the Posca, so you have to kind of clean it off every now and then. And it can ruin your Poscas. And of course, this one might be low anyway. All right, let's see now. All right, let's do a little bit of white. Can y'all see some of those details? Let's get a little bit of highlight in his jacket here. The little zipper. In his white t-shirt there. Okay. All right, let's back out and see what we can see here. Come on, mouse. There we go. All right, so we'll do a couple things here. Paper's very thin, so I'm going to have to kind of guide this slowly so it doesn't bend because it's very, very thin. It's thinner than copy paper, y'all. It's Amazon paper. So I didn't quite get it there. I'll cut that with the scissors. Bent a little. Okay, let's do this. All right, let's see here. We'll have a handy piece of black cardstock. There we go, see? I think he needs a little darker in this eye. A little bit of pupil there. Not too much, just a little bit of blue where the lash line is. Shade those eyebrows back a little. All right, what do y'all think? Now, then what I usually do is I just take, and I'll show you the book, and I just usually take a couple, just tiny little pieces of double-sided tape to put in the corners. And I'll take a picture of it for Instagram and thumbnail. with all some of the supplies sitting around. All right, let me eyeball this. Okay, there we go. So let's see. Now let me kind of brighten it back up a little. There we go. Move this out of the way. All right, so let me show you all the books again. And yeah, hope y'all enjoyed it. I mean, he's a little flashed out. When I take a picture of him for Instagram, it'll be truer color. Let me see. I'll try to get as true to color as I can. Hang on. Turn the brightness down. Hang on. I'm looking at the picture and at the camera. That right there is probably pretty close to what it looks like in person. But see how dark? Look, see how dark I had to get it to do that, to get it to show y'all? So let's brighten it back up. There we go. Yeah. All right, so let me move him to the side, and I'll show y'all the books, and then we'll do a giveaway. And I might let y'all pick male or female, or give y'all a little bit of a choice of somebody. But I can't go through there's like 50 pages in each book. I can't let y'all pick that much. You know what I mean? I can't let you because they're not numbered or anything. I'm not going to tell y'all page numbers or anything. I'm just going to show y'all the books. And I'll let y'all pick out of this book, The Friendly Faces, because it's got more international looking people. You know, this one's just kind of just humans. But this one, I love this one. All right, so I'm going to just flip through real quick. And see, now I'm going to have to brighten it back up again because we got the white paper going to flash us out. So let's brighten this back up a little. There we go. All right, this one is by Zen Doodles Publishing. And I did have them, a couple of them are out of order because I pulled like her. It was either going to be between her or him to color today. So, yeah. So I'm just going to flip through. Let me get a fresh baby wipe so I can keep my fingers damp so I can flip the pages. Hang on. I'm not going to lick my fingers. So if I have this sitting here, I can turn the pages. You know what I mean? Like one of those little nubbies that you put on your finger to flip pages. So I'm just going to flip the pages real quick. And I got my little thing here to turn them. So just kind of look through, and when I ask y'all what you want, do you want a young girl, an old man, an old lady, tribal, what y'all might like if you win, because I'm going to go ahead and let y'all each pick and I'll put it in a white envelope to mail to y'all. I probably won't get back to the post office till Saturday though. I mean, maybe I will, but I can't promise. There's a young guy, young girl. So y'all just kind of Asian girl. So y'all just kind of think about what you might like if you win, like funny face old man, tribal older lady. So, just let me know. So, and I'll try to pick something that you like. Stunning. I'm going to love color. Oh, well, unless y'all pick her, you can pick her. Look at her. Eskimo. Young man. Young Asian man. Bearded guy. And then older African tribal lady. So y'all just look at them and just kind of tell me, when we do the giveaway, if who you like. So yeah. Scarfed lady, young girl, flyaway hair. So you see there's lots of options. And I'll try to do one for US and one international. We'll see how quick I can do it. If we can do it kind of quick, I might do another one, but we'll see. All right, so that's Friendly Faces. I'll show this one after we do the giveaway because I don't want to confuse anybody. Well, what book was that one in? So let's just do one at a time. Let me get a couple of, where's my white envelopes? Do I have some up here? I know I got some somewhere. Those big white envelopes. I really need to get another pack of those, but I do have some somewhere. But am I going to be able to put my hands on them right now while we're talking? Probably not. Let's see. All right. Well, I can't find them right this out here. Is that them? No, that's not them either. All right. Well, I'll find them after a while. Okay. I don't want to spend all my time looking for the envelopes. We'll just do the what do you call it? Post-it notes. Okay. Sip of water. All right. So we'll do, oh, Malibu's sleeping on her little nest I made her. All right. USA only. And then we'll do international only. And it's always 1 to 100. First person close. I'm just going to do one each. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I'm going to be having to dig around, find something y'all are requesting. Now, my mods get mad when I let y'all do requests. Not too mad, but you know. All right, we'll do US first. USA only. 1 to 100. First person closest without going over. Let me get my random.org out here. I gotta clean. Hang on, let me wipe down my iPad. It's pretty dusty. Hang on. There we go. All right. Okay, let's go to random.org. Okay. Where do I type in go? One number per person, one person. First person closest without going over. Wait till I type in go. Don't dilly-dally, dawdle, or lollygag. There it goes. Okay. All right, now I'll let y'all pick a page, and y'all can color it, pan pastel it. And then you can also use, like I started doing, here I started showing y'all. Maybe I'll go back to this one in a minute. Work a minute on this one. This is with alcohol marker, Copics. Well, it's not, I don't use just Copics. I use Ohuhu's, all brands, any alcohol marker. Maybe we'll work on that for a couple minutes. Okay. So if y'all want one of these pages, and then, yeah, Malibu, you're so cute. Let me take a bite of my banana real quick. All right. Get your numbers in. I'm going to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's pick a number. All right. 40 without going over. 40. USA only. Then we're going to do the same thing for international. 40 without going over. All right, let me scroll back. Let's scroll back. Let's see. Laverne had 39. Did anybody get 40 on the nose, or is it Laverne? I think it might be Laverne with 39. Okay. So Laverne, you had 39. Okay. So did you see give me an idea of what face you would like? Just an idea. It may not be the exact one, but young person, old person, tribal, what would you like? Don't make me wait all day. Hi, Ego. So, old man. Okay, let's go here. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna wait. Let me get my little thing here to keep my fingers wet. Let's see. Old man. All right, here's an old man, but he's like Indian from India. All right, or him. Okay, so we got 1, 2. I'm gonna pull those up there. Or 3. Which one of these do you like? 1, 2, or 3? You pick, Laverne. 1, 2, or 3. Don't make me get to 1, 2, or 3, Laverne. Which would you like? 3. Okay, so Laverne wants 3. Okay. All right. Let's see, where'd my thing go? Here it is. All right, so there you go, Laverne. All right. And I will cut it down and give you a black cardstock. I have one over here. I'll cut it down for you and put it on. I won't tape it because you don't want to tape anything till you're done. But I'll send it with the black cardstock, okay? All right, so there we go. That'll be for Laverne. All right, same thing. Now we're going to do for, hang on, we're going to do for international, starting all over here. International only. Wait till I type in go. 1 to 100. That was painless. Yeah, no, CB, really, it's not hurting cats sometimes. Good on you, Laverne. Okay, here we go. So international only. Okay. There we go. International only, 1 to 100. First person closest to a new random.org number. Okay, and then let me get another piece of black cardstock. Put it on that. Whatever one you pick. Okay, get your numbers in. Then I got to take a quick break before I flip through the other book. Okay. 1 to 100. First person closest to the new random.org number. Right? Get your numbers and I'm going to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we go. New number. 88. 88 without going over. 88 without going over. It looks like it might be Devin with 70. Am I right? Yeah, where's Raul? Raul! No, we miss you, Raul. Is it Devin with 70? All right, Devin. What would you like? What nationality? Old, young? What would you like, Devin? We'll pick. Okay. Let me see. Laughing older Asian woman. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Uh-oh, I bit wrong there. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Laughing older Asian woman. I don't know if she saw one in particular. I know there's a couple in here. This lady right here, she looks kind of like maybe Filipino. I'm not sure. I'm not real good at all the different cultures. All right, but I'm gonna pick 2 or 3 out. Okay, and then you get to tell me which one. Okay, I'll try to pick 3. Okay, I'll try to pick 3. Oops, did I miss one there? Hang on. She's a young girl. She wants an older woman. Hang on. And go through them. There's this one. Hang on. I'm going to pick 3. I'm sure there's 3 in here. And then you can pick from the 3. Okay. Did I miss one? She's young. She wants older. Hang on. I'm not looking at chat. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, Devin. There's her. Okay. Here we go. Let me fix these now so I don't bend them all up. Hang on. All right, Devin, you want 1, 2, or 3? Which one do you want, Devin? All right, there we go. 1, 2, or 3, Devin. 1, 2, 3. Which one would you like? Was there a different one you were looking at? Jane said there's one more at the back. Let me see. Let me wet my finger here with the. Let me see. I'm going to flip. Let me wet my finger with the baby wipe. This lady here, she looks like she's Aztec or Mayan. I'm going to flip real quick. She's a lot older, but again, she looks kind of Incan. Oh, she wants 1. Okay. You want this lady here? This one? 1? Okay. I love all these nationality color book pages. I just love them so much. It's just, they're so, everyone's different. Okay, so there we go, Devin. I did like the one. Oh, well, wait a minute. I didn't see another one in the back. Hang on. Do you mean her? She looks from Peru. I'm guessing, just from what I see of the different nationalities that I look at, she looks kind of like Peru. All right, hang on. Let me keep flipping here. There's this lady. Keep going. Jane, how do you know which one? Hang on. I'm wetting my finger on a baby wipe over here. Her? I don't know if you mean her. I'll pull her just in case. I think I've gone through them all. Yeah. Okay. 1 or 2? Which one do you want, Devin? 1 or 2? This is the one? Is that the one you want, Devin? Y'all are answering for Devin. Let Devin answer. This one? Okay. Oh, gosh. Y'all are funny. Okay, there we go. So that's Friendly Faces, and I'll cut it down, and I will put it on a black cardstock. So there's one for Devin and one for Laverne. All right. Then I wanted to show y'all this other book, though. I showed them on Monday, but just in case y'all forgot what was in them, I'm going to flip through. And I'm loving this page. This kind of reminds me of Cameron a little bit. But this one's called Humans, Adult Portrait Coloring Book, Tony B. Carter. Okay, let me get my little wet thing here so I can flip. Okay, so I'm just going to flip. This one reminds me of Carol, Quiet Carol. I don't know, is Carol here? With the dog, she has huskies. This reminds me of Quiet Carol. You had fun, Riri? Okay. Just wetting my finger so I don't lick. I'm not licking anything. There's no DNA here. I try to keep things, nice for y'all. I don't try not to lick on anything or, Just so y'all can see what's in the book. I cut it all down, and they're real thin, so that way I can just pull one. Look how cute she is. Pull them out real quick, Uh-oh, what did I do here? Oh, that was just flipped over. Carol did this one. I mean, CK did this one. I think. I think that's the one that CK did. I don't see Quiet Carol here. I thought I did earlier, but maybe I missed her. This one reminds me of Robert, Janet. This one reminds me of Robert. Just so y'all can see what's in them. There's a lot. There's like 50 in a book. There's a lot of pages. Thank you. Kat put a link. There's another one of our fishermen. Now, he looks like an old baseball player, doesn't he? He's like an old retired baseball player. You can see why. And they are on thin paper, but again, if you wanted to make a copy and put it on like tone tan paper or, on thicker paper, watercolor paper, I don't mind the Amazon paper. Sometimes it's a little tricky to work with, but I don't mind. So that's humans, and this one is friendly faces. When I look for this one because CK had done this one, and she enabled me, so I went and looked up this one. This one was right next to it being recommended for me, so I had to get them both. All right, so let's see. Is there anything else? Do y'all want to talk about? Ask questions. I do have a project. I don't know. I'm hoping the project's going to work from what I saw on Instagram. I'm going to try it. We'll see. Y'all want me to tell y'all what it is? I know you do. I know y'all are dying for me to tell y'all what the project is, right? Y'all, let me see. Let me do this. If I can find the guy on that did the project, if I can find him quickly here on Instagram, I'll tell you. Hang on. Let's see. Let me do a search. If I can find the project. Come on. Might have to step out. Oh, there it goes. All right. There it goes. Wait a minute. No, it's not loading. I might have to step out the all right, there it goes. There, I found him. All right. All right. Y'all want me to tell y'all? Okay. Don't tell them, but call me later. Okay, y'all want to know? Now, I don't know if I haven't tried the project yet. I have not tried. Let me warn y'all. I have not tried this project, but I'm going to show y'all. Okay. It's Mark Montano. Okay. Some of y'all probably follow him, crafter. Montano. And this is the project that he showed on Instagram here. All right. He takes popsicles, tongue depressors. Okay. And he boils them and they go soft and he puts them in a glass to round them. And then he collages on them and varnishes them. And like I do my wood discs, put a gold, see? So he's varnishing. So go follow Mark Montano. And so this is what I was thinking. Yeah. I'm going to try to see, because look, I got the wavy tongue depressors. I don't want to call them popsicle sticks because these are not popsicle sticks. They're the tongue depressor size, but they're wavy. Here, we'll watch it again. I don't want to, y'all have to go watch them to see it or to hear him, I mean. But yeah, so y'all go follow him and we'll try this on. I don't know how long he boils them for, but we'll figure it out. What do y'all think? Does that look fun? Does that look fun? Let's give the one a like. I like his page, but I didn't like this particular. There we go. And look, you can put jewels, liquid pearls. He put little jewels, those flat back jewels, but we could use liquid pearls. Yeah, count. Riri goes, count me in. Okay, now what we'll do is if I do giveaways, and I also got the plain ones too. Look, here, I got the plain ones, the plain flat ones, and the wavy ones. But what I'll do is then I can mail y'all some. I mean, sure, everybody can find these. I got them at Hobby Lobby for $3. But I can mail y'all a couple of them, and you'll have to boil them and you'll have to boil them and do them yourself. Okay. I can't ship these bent. So, but what do y'all think? Will that be fun? We'll do this on Monday. Let me put a tag on here. Yeah, well, they're not really tongue to. Yeah, yeah, they're not pops. They're not neither one. They're craft sticks. Craft sticks. But anyway, all right, we'll do that Monday. So there y'all go. I tell you what. So we'll try that. I'll try to boil some up. I'll try to boil me up. I'll try to boil me up some tongue depressors. I'll boil me up some tongue depressors over the weekend. All right, guys. I guess we'll head on out. I hope y'all enjoyed seeing me do this in pan pastels. I'm pretty much finished with it. I'll go ahead and put some pastels around it and post it on Instagram along with the picture of this book. Okay. So so I hope y'all enjoyed that. The wavy ones make cool bracelets. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what he thought too. He got the curvy ones. Yeah. So y'all go follow him. Y'all go try it. If you have some tongue depressors sitting around your house, go boil them. That's what I'm going to do on Monday. Okay. I'll have them already rounded and boiled and stuff by Monday, hopefully. All right, guys. Y'all have a blessed rest of your week. Say prayers for our troops and everybody involved. There comes Hubster just in time. I'm just timed this just right, didn't I? All right, guys. Y'all have a blessed rest of your week, and we'll see you later. Bye, guys.